So for our math lesson, remember we're still looking at the metric units of length, right? And we looked at millimeters, centimeters, meters and kilometers. Well, we're going to continue to look at meters and kilometers, right? So we're going to learn how to convert these two, right? The same rule applies, but this time we're going by 1,000, right? Now, when we're converting from kilometers to meters, right, we multiply by 1,000. But when we're changing meters to kilometers, we're going to divide. So it would have been the same thing when we did centimeters, but that was with 100, right? But we use 1,000, right? Because as we said in previous class, 1,000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer, right? So in order to convert a meter measurement to a kilometer measurement, divide the length by the conversion ratio. In other words, since 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters, right, you can use this simple formula to convert. So when we're converting, right, from meters to kilometers, we're going to divide by 1,000, right? And remember, we said when we divide by 1,000, you can use your calculator, but when dividing by 1,000, you go back 3 times, right? So like with 100, when dividing, you would go back 2 times. With 1,000, you would go back 3 times. So I want you to look on your screens right now, right? So here's an example on how to convert 5,000 meters to kilometers, right? Using the method that we just focused on. So we have 5,000 meters and we want to convert that to kilometers. So we divide this 5,000 by 1,000. As I said, guys, it's very easy to use a calculator, but if you don't have a calculator, when you divide by 1,000, you go back 3 times, right? And so 5,000 divided by 1,000 is equal to 5. So 5,000 meters would be equal to 5 kilometers, right? Because we divided the 5,000 by 1,000. Now we're going to do 2 other examples, right? After which you're going to do the rest of the activities on your own. Now this is just showing us. So you have an example here, 2,290 kilometers, right? So remember we said we're dividing, when converting meter to kilometer, we divide by 1,000. You can use your calculator or you can go back 3 times. So we have the number 2,290. We go back 3 times, right? And so our answer would be 2.290 or 2.29, right? Kilometers. Now let's look at 2 other examples here. We have 26,000 meters and we want to find out the kilometer that's equal to that, right? So remember, 1,000 meters is equal to 1 km. And so we're going to divide by that 1,000, right? So we're going to start off from the back where the 0 is, and we're going to go back 3 times. When you go back 3 times, right, you would stop in between the 0 and the 6. So the answer would be 26,000 meters equal to 26 kilometers. Very good. Now look at our next one. 43,250 meters. Right? No matter how big the number is, as long as you divide by that 1,000, we will get our kilometers. So we go back 3 times, or you can use your calculators. Now, going back 3 times, you would start from your 0, right? You move from your 0 and you go back 3 times. And so your decimal point would fall between the 2 and the 3. So the answer would be 43,250 meters would be equal to 43.25. Remember, the 0 does not make sense, right? Once it's way around there. So the answer would be 43.25. So 43,250 meters would be equal to 43.25. Okay, students?